Hello Libra and welcome to Wild Magnolia Tarot. My name is Maddie and this is going to be your weekly reading for August 23rd through the 29th. Quick disclaimer, this is a general reading and cannot resonate with everybody. Please take what does resonate, leave what does not, and if none of it resonates, you can check out one of the other readings for your other signs, or you can go check out one of the many brilliant readers on this platform who may have something more attuned to your situation this week. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, lawyer, counselor, therapist, or anything else of that nature. I'm simply a girl with a passion for the tarot, and anything that I say resembling advice is based solely on my opinion, my own knowledge, my own experiences, my interpretations of the cards, and little bits and pieces that may occur to me intuitively from time to time throughout the reading. So if this reading does resonate with you, and you do enjoy it, please don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe to my channel so you can get notified when I upload new videos every week, and leave any comments or suggestions if there's any types of readings that you would like to see me do on my channel that are more specific or themed. Please leave in a comment. I would love to see your suggestions and implement them in my future videos. So, that being said, we'll get into the reading. We are starting this week, Libra, with archetype cards. And this week, you guys have the Animal. This is directly related to just the animal wild self, the part of us that is instinctual, that is just, we are mammals. Okay, this has a lot to do with the physical body, the physical senses. Getting back to nature, getting back to our wild self, or integrating our wild side back into our lives. It's uncivilized, it is purely, it's primal, it's instinctual. It has to do with feeling and touch and taste. Themes of, the basic human needs. Hunger, thirst, our need for air, sex. All of these things are encompassed. What is the word I'm looking for? That's not the word. Anyway, the animal. Okay, so the animal within us all. We all are animals. Okay, so I'll have a better idea of how exactly this fits in and what this means for you as we get more cards on the table, but just keep that theme in mind as we move through the reading. So next card I'm going to pull is a Moonology card, and this is going to give us an idea for what kinds of cosmic influences or outside energies may be affecting you or your situation this week. So what do we have for Libra? We have the new moon in Aquarius. It says, bring love into the situation. So that's pretty straightforward. Whatever situation is going on for you guys this week, come at it from a loving and compassionate perspective. Okay, so the next few cards I'm going to pull are just going to be to give us an idea of what the main situation is for you guys this week. What exactly is going on that is most important for you to be aware of. Okay, so we have smoke to start out with. This is a lack of clarity, obstructive view, confusion. It could also indicate an illness that has to do with the lungs. Okay, this can directly relate to air quality. These ideas that come with smoke. I also think of smoke signals, okay? Something being on fire, a warning sign. Where there's smoke, there's fire, for example, right? So let's see what this smoke is about. So we have the pot. And this card is about abundance. It's kind of witchy. It's very much related to the cauldron. So, magical manifestation. So if I were to relate these two cards together, there could be something magical going on that is not clear to you at this point, or that is very some confusion regarding a creation of some kind. Let's see what else we've got. Let's clarify that some more. What is this pot referring to, please? So we have the Plague Doctor. Let's see, I'm going to try to trick my camera into refocusing. There we go. Perfect. So this can be an actual doctor, a healer of some kind. I almost get a sense that, like, if the smoke is a confusion or an illness or something, if this is an illness, then this pot, this could represent like a cure or a medicine, okay, like plant medicine, okay, being administered by this doctor. And plant medicine can be used to dispel spiritual confusion or a lack of clarity in that way as well. Things like ayahuasca or peyote, which that's obviously going to apply to a very small amount of people, but it's just a possibility. Let's see what else we've got. We have the casket. All right. Let's see. Refocus. There we go. Death is pretty much what that card is in reference to. But the kind of death that is followed by rebirth, that is followed by change of some kind, a very deep change within the self. So this, again, this can go one of two ways. Well, it could go several different ways. This could be... So let's go back to what I was saying about using plant medicine to basically facilitate a spiritual awakening, right? So you have this confusion, this lack of clarity in your life in regards to your purpose, the meaning of life, etc., right? And the use of this plant medicine, which is administered by a doctor or a shaman, okay, brings about this death, brings about this change within you where who you were can no longer be, and now you are someone brand new with a whole new lease on life, with a whole new understanding of reality. In a very literal sense, these cards could also be interpreted as an illness of some kind, being treated by a doctor. But I don't ever want to say that somebody's going to die from being sick, but that could be somebody else, somebody that you know who's very ill, who may be close to passing away, or may be in danger of such a thing. Unfortunately, that is a common scenario these days. So I want to get more cards on the table before I even come close to committing to that interpretation. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, and it did come out upright. So this is kind of indicating to me that this lack of clarity is actually on an emotional level or subconscious. Okay, so the Queen of Cups knows herself, knows her deepest self very well. She's very in tune with her own emotions, very in tune with her intuition. So you may be picking something up intuitively, and you don't know what it is yet. You just have a feeling. It could be a good feeling, it could be a bad feeling, it could be a weird feeling that you feel like there's something up. You feel like something's wrong, something's off, something's different, but you can't figure it out. And that's what this confusion would be relating to. Okay, because you are very in tune with your intuition. You get the feeling and you know what the feeling means. You just haven't been able to ascribe that feeling to something that's actually going on in your life at this moment. I have a feeling that if that's the case, then it will be coming to you very soon. Let's clarify the pot. Okay, we have the Four of Blades. So this is all about rest and recuperation, taking care of your body. Resting up before the next big challenge. I want to clarify that. I want to know how this Four of Swords relates to the pot. So we have the High Priestess in reverse, which kind of contradicts this Queen of Cups upright. Okay, so there's some kind of magic here that needs to take place, right? The pot is where the magic is made, just like the witch's cauldron. Potions, spells, etc. occur within the pot. The soup, the medicine, okay? And so perhaps your ability to create this is hindered, right? This High Priestess is in reverse because you need rest. You're tired, you're worn out, you need to rest in order to manifest or create whatever it is that you want to bring into this world. Okay, let's clarify. We'll come back to that. Let's clarify the Plague Doctor. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is the release of sadness, getting over sorrow or grief, getting over something very painful from the past, letting go of painful memories so that you can move forward with your life. This very much does sound like a bit of a spiritual awakening to me. This could also be if you're seeing a therapist or a psychiatrist, okay, if you're dealing with depression, and you're seeing somebody or an energy worker, or a healer, a holistic healer. It does not have to be a medical professional, but a healer of some kind. Seeing this healer to help you resolve past issues, to help you release pain and sorrow and grief. Let's clarify that casket. So we have the Four of Coins. And this usually has to do with earthly or material stability. Strong material foundations on which you can build upon. A secure and stable home life. Saving money. It can also be a conservative attitude when it comes to resources. I'm going to clarify that because I'm having a hard time seeing how that's related to the casket at this point. How is this Four of Coins related to the casket? So we have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is very responsible. Okay, he works really hard to make money. He is very frugal. He saves money. He doesn't mess around. He doesn't play. It's all about responsibility. It's all about that stability. Maintaining stability, maintaining a secure and regular income. And I also see this as potentially being balance, bringing balance back into your life. Okay, so this could refer to medicine of some kind. Seeing this healer who's offering this medicine, it doesn't have to be something that you ingest, even. It could be a treatment or therapy or energy work. Something that allows you to get your emotions back into balance, to get your body feeling healthy again, getting the rest that you need, releasing the sadness from the past, releasing old traumas so that you can be renewed. Because I see this death card, this casket here, as renewal for you guys. The end of one cycle and the beginning of the next. And this next cycle has everything to do with balance and structure and security in the material world. So I'm going to go ahead and switch tarot decks now. And we're going to clarify again. Let's see. So we're going to clarify now the relationship between the smoke and the Queen of Cups. So we have the 8 of Fire. And I'm going to turn it up right side up so I can read it for a second. But it is associated with the constellation Coma Berenices. Again, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Dedication, oath, and symbol. This could also be a gesture of some kind. But it is in reverse. So I kind of see this as making good on promises that you may have made in the past, commitments. I almost wonder though if it could be a lack of dedication. Perhaps you dedicated yourself to a situation without understanding exactly what you were agreeing to. And that's where this confusion is stemming from. And so you took this oath, you made this promise on certain pretenses, but it turns out that they were either false, or you made that decision with a faulty understanding of the situation. And so basically you're leaving that commitment, if that makes sense. I'm going to clarify that because it doesn't even make sense to me what I just said. Sometimes words just pop into my head and I say them, but I want a little more clarification. Okay, so we have the King of Water, also in reverse, Camelopardalis. Sorry guys. Seeing the bigger picture, gaining perspective, and that is in reverse. So actually that kind of does go with what I was saying. Not having a good idea of the entire story, not having a good view of the big picture. And so perhaps any promises or oaths that you've taken, or any gestures that you've made, are either no longer like it doesn't hold any value anymore because you didn't have a good understanding of the reality. We'll come back to that. I'll probably clarify that again when we go to the Oracle cards. I'm going to move on for now. And I want to clarify the pot with the High Priestess in reverse and the Four of Swords. We have the Four of Earth, Corona Australis, Dogma, Conviction, and Devotion. So this could be devotion to a spiritual practice. This could also be devotion towards your health. I'm actually going to clarify that one as well. We have devotion again. We have the Page of Earth, Canis Minor, acknowledgement, devotion, and modesty. So, and this is the second time as well that we have the Four of Coins or the Four of Pentacles. And the Page of Earth, okay, this devotion is towards the acquiring a skill, learning, it could just be learning in general, right? We're dealing with earth. We're dealing with earthly things here when it comes to that. So and we have 2 4s. We have a lot of 4s in this reading, actually. I'm thinking, I'm looking at the cards and hoping they'll just start talking to me. So we have this tool, this vessel, within which you can create magic, or you can create anything. And there's this, it's calling for rest, because the High Priestess is in reverse. There's a lack of connection, or a faulty connection to spirit or to your own intuition. And there's this calling to be conservative with your resources, to make sure that you have a stable foundation, and to dedicate yourself to learning whatever your craft is, or learning what you need to know to manifest whatever this, whatever you've got in the cauldron here. It's like you need more information, you need more practice, you need to study, because you've been going too hard, too far for too long, and so now you're tired. And if you keep trying to push forward now without getting the necessary rest, then you're less likely to be successful, basically. I also get the feeling that because we have so much earth energy on the table right now, especially with the animal is very much earth energy. Taking care of the basic needs, taking care of your own basic needs, one of which is sleep. So perhaps, for some reason or another, you haven't been taking care of your body. You have not been meeting your basic needs. You've been very productive. You've been working very hard, but you've neglected your physical self in the process, and it's wearing you down. I think that when it's talking about devotion in these cards, that this is devotion to your own health and your own stability. Okay, we'll come back. Let's clarify the Play Doctor with the Five of Cups in reverse. How are these two cards related, please? So we have the King of Fire, Ophiuchus and Serpens, knowledge, ethics, and integrity. Okay, the King of Fire knows exactly what he wants, and he's motivated to go get it. He makes shit happen. He creates, he manifests for himself. He is in direct connection to that inner flame that drives him, that makes him want, that makes him need. He feels it strongly, and it propels him forward. But he has the maturity, the intellect, the emotional control of a king, and so in the upright position. So the King of Fire is extremely powerful. I think that what this indicates is that what I said earlier about this healer helping you to release this sadness and grief, allowing you to release pain from the past. This is going to open a door for you to be able to manifest what it is that you want. It also brings a level of maturity for you. It's almost like you're growing up a lot in this process here. And you can be any age when you grow up. So you don't have to be a kid. You don't have to be young for this experience to allow you to grow. Especially when we have the casket up here. And then the result of this casket is this newfound stability and responsibility and security. And the drive and the discipline to get the material part of your life in order. Okay, let's clarify now the casket with the Knight of Coins and the Four of Coins, please. We have the Two of Water, Exchange, rhythm, and unification. Two become one. Soulmate card. This could be a relationship for you or a spouse. It's almost like you experience this change, and then you become responsible. You get married. You start a new life. You build a family. But that's not exactly what this has to mean. I'm not literally saying that you're about to get married, although it is possible. But there is this connection, this very deep emotional connection with another human being that's indicated by the Two of Water. As well as an equal exchange of that energy, an equal exchange of unconditional love that flows between the two of you. And unification, right? When I said two become one, then you both have that common goal, that common purpose in mind. You're working together to achieve the same dream. So very much a partner in life, or a partner in your endeavor. So as I'm looking at this, I kind of see this as, when it comes to this lack of clarity over here, I see someone who is just generally lost and needs help, needs guidance. Okay? And this guidance comes in and helps to give you direction, teaches you things that you didn't already know about life and about what's truly important. Okay, giving you either clarity to something that you're wondering about, or helping you to find your direction, helping you to find your purpose, helping you to connect to your own motivation in order to get things done and get them done right. Revealing something to you in some way that completely alters your perspective and the way that you look at the world forever, okay? And that's what this casket is about. Because then you get down here and you have this very loving, feminine, motherly energy, okay? Very, the Queen of Cups is like the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles are like the best mothers of the deck, aside from the Empress. So this is somebody who is very deeply in touch with their emotions, has a very good understanding of who they are and why they do the things they do, why they feel the way they feel. Again, as well as being in touch with their intuition. Just knowing yourself. And then you have this need to get rest in order to be able to be better connected to your intuition. This could indicate that you've been ignoring your intuition as well. It's very possible. But this is all about growing up and maturing and learning how to regulate your own emotions. Learning how to discipline yourself on an earthly realm. Not allowing your emotions to control your actions or to run your life. Okay? Coming at this from a logical point of view, which does require getting that rest so that you can think straight. Okay? And then as you're going through this this evolution process, as you're growing up, as you're becoming more mature, you realize that there's this baggage that you have to deal with, that you've been carrying around for far too long, that's holding you back. And now you're ready. You're ready to work through it, whether it be with the help of a healer or somebody who can play that role in your life to help you to heal from this pain, this trauma. And then this deep interchange occurs where the old you dies and the new you is born. And the new you has a really good grip on reality, a really good grip on earthly life. Okay, you've stabilized yourself financially. You're working hard, you're saving money, you have goals, and come hell or high water, no matter how long it takes, you're on a mission to accomplish those goals, and you're willing to do the hard work. You're willing to be patient. And I think it's this maturity that opens the door for you to create this new connection, this new emotional connection, whether it be romantic or otherwise. And the maturity is even more confirmed by the King of Fire. Okay? Finally having that direction, knowing exactly where you're going, knowing exactly what you're after, and having the skills and the knowledge and the discipline to achieve it. Being devoted to your goal, being devoted to your dream, being devoted to living a better life for yourself. And finally getting a grip on the bigger picture, seeing what is truly important. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we'll switch to the Oracle cards and see what other extra insight or advice Spirit has for us today. What do we have for Libra? So we have Neptune. Intuition, foresight, and awareness. I think this is self-awareness. Awareness of your emotions. Awareness of the results of actions that you take, the consequences of your actions, the consequence of your attitude. Okay? And also, again, being connected to your intuition, to your higher self, and your subconscious. It's that water energy that we have plenty of already on the table. Let's clarify Neptune with the Flowers from the Dead card. Okay, we have the Peacock. Lighthearted and laughter. I'm going to try to trick my camera again. No dice. Okay. Again, lifting this burden away from yourself, surrendering old pain and baggage to the universe. And this new perspective that you're gaining, this maturity, allows you to see life from a more joyful perspective. You're able to laugh at life. You're able to laugh at yourself. Even if things that are unfortunate or seemingly negative occur to you, you're able to smile through it. You're able to see the positive, just a higher vibration, a much more positive outlook on life. There's no fear here. There's no sadness. There's no depression. There's no baggage anymore. You have left it all in the past. You shed it like old skin when you went through this death. And now you have these strong and secure foundations that you've built for yourself. And so no matter what comes your way, okay, you know you'll always have a light heart. You'll always be able to laugh. You'll always be able to enjoy the moment and be happy because you've got what you need. Your basic needs are met. And you have a very healthy perspective on life. You have a clear view of the bigger picture now that you've gone through this process. So, what would be helpful to Libra in this process? We have waning moon. Ooh, there we go. Reflect, heed advice, cleanse space and soul. I'll put that there. Clearing your energy, clearing your space, clearing all negativity from your body, from your environment, from your relationships, and spending more time in deep reflection, perhaps meditating, getting out in nature as well. And I'm coming back to the animal card when I say that for a second, because the animal is the part of us that is related to the natural world, right? It's a personification of our relationship to the planet, with our relationship to the natural earth. Or Mother Earth, if you want to call it that. It's the thing that connects us to all living creatures on this planet. And also, the waning moon is directly related to Neptune over here when it comes to awareness, self-awareness, and an awareness of our place within the world, our relationship to other living creatures, our relationship to the planet, our understanding of other human beings, and unconditional love for them, as we have unconditional love for ourselves as well. Which, if you don't, you should work on that. Okay, so we'll do two more cards. I'm gonna draw a card from the Shamanic Medicine deck, and then we'll do the Wilderness Collide, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so when I asked what you should reflect on, Dreamweaver came out, and it says accessibility. Accessibility to spirit. Accessibility to the divine is how I read that card. This is also your ability to access the divine, your ability to access that connection to spirit, or the spirit realm as well. If you remember earlier when I was saying that this could almost describe, someone going on one of those ayahuasca retreats, taking the plant medicine to travel into the spirit realm alongside a shaman, of course, never by yourself, in order to facilitate this change, this very deep, profound change within yourself, becoming more aware of yourself and having a better view of the bigger picture of life, realizing what's important and recognizing that the animalistic, earthly part of ourselves is just as important as the spiritual, intellectual, emotional part of ourselves. The physical and the non-physical play equal roles in our lives. And if we neglect one, then everything comes out of balance. This is about you paying attention to and having a healthy respect for both parts of the human condition. Okay, let's see. Let's draw one more card. And this will just be our last bit of advice for Libra before we call it a day. Anything else for Libra today, please? Just one card, please. I feel like I jinx myself when I say just one card, because then it turns into 2 or 3 every time. Okay, so we have Shameless. I think this is very much related to this this 5 of Cups in reverse. Releasing shame, releasing regret. Has to do also with releasing ego, releasing vanity, okay? Appreciating yourself, appreciating the experiences that you've been through in your life, understanding that you are only human. You're only human, and any mistakes that you've made in the past, anything that you've done that you could regret, you don't, because it contributed to who you are. It got you to where you are today. It was just part of your journey, recognizing that you are perfectly imperfect, and not being ashamed of yourself, not having any regret, not being ashamed of your past actions or the way you used to think, or even the way that you've treated other people in the past, or how you dealt with your problems. Okay, there's no room for shame in this new life that you're living. Only understanding and acceptance. Acceptance of yourself and acceptance of others. Through this process, as you become more aware of yourself, while there are things that you could potentially be ashamed of, you're not. And also, this allows you to not be judgmental towards other people who go through similar experiences, who make mistakes, who are still in an earlier stage in their own journey. There's just this understanding and unconditional love that you have for yourself, and this allows you to have that for everyone else, because you recognize we are all animals. We're the same species, probably. Some of us might be aliens, but that's besides the point. We're all very different from each other, but we're all very similar in that one way, where we are all human. We are all animals. We all have basic needs. We are all stumbling through life from lesson to lesson until we gain our footing and gain our maturity and come into that understanding and that clarity. And that's where you're at now. You've come into that understanding. You've come into that clarity. You now walk with confidence and a sense of security, with understanding, with unconditional love, and without fear as well. Fear is a part of shame. It's one side of the same sad little crystal. So you are also fearless in this. And whatever it is that you feel your purpose might be, or that you may know your purpose to be, you are devoted to it 100%. You are tapped in. And as long as you remember to not only focus and pay attention to your spirituality, but also to take care of your body and the physical part of your life as well. Money, finances, the home, relationships with other human beings, and your health. So that's what I've got for you guys this week, Libra. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I did all of my housekeeping stuff in the very beginning, so I don't even have to say anything else. We're done. So, thank you guys. Take care, and I'll see you next week.